Welcome back to Dr. Scholars, your trusted source for all things educational related. Today we have an invaluable resource for those of you considering studying in the UK, a comprehensive guide to UK study visas. Navigating the intricacies of the UK visa processes can be quite a challenge. But fear not, we are here to guide you through every step of the way, whether you are drawn to the UK's prestigious universities or its new post-study work opportunity. This video is your roadmap to success. So, this is our table of contents. Types of UK study visas for international students, UK student visa fee, visa processing time, office responsible for UK visas to international students, documents required for UK visas, interview questions, and our FAQs and the summary of the whole guide. So, let's check out types of the UK visas. Let us start by understanding the different categories of UK study visas. If you're looking to pursue short courses, the short term study visa is your go to option. It allows you to study for either 6 or 11 months. However, for those of you embarking on full time study programs, this transition occurred as part of the shift from the Tier 4 to the student route, which encompasses both EU and non-EU students. The cost for a short-term visa for 6 months is £93 and for 11 months are £179. Now, let's check out the student visa. This visa application fee is £335, and if you are bringing dependents along, an additional £335 per dependent applies. If you're considering extending or switching your student visa, be prepared to pay £475. Ensuring you have these funds available during the application process is essential. Here you can see the Tier 4 General was replaced by the student route. Now, let's check out UK student visa process. Patience truly is a virtue. When it comes to visa processing times for applications submitted outside the UK, you can expect a response within approximately 3 weeks. Applications made within the UK may take up to 8 weeks for a decision. To ensure a smooth transition, it is advisable to arrive in the UK at least 1 month before your course commence date. Now, let's check out the office responsible for the UK visa. The UK Visas and Immigration Office is the official responsible office for the issuing of UK study visas for international students. Moreover, certain institutions such as SERC have a privilege of sponsoring students through student visa routes, simplifying the process to managing visa status and even permitting part-time work during your studies. Now, let's check out the documents required. We will go through this list and I will explain later every point in detail later on. Let's go through this list. Valid passport, visa application form, a passport size photograph, and academic documents, translation of documents if the documents are not in English, English language proficiency, CV for UK study visa, statement of purpose for the UK study visa, family registration certificate, financial proofs, academic technology approval scheme, confirmation of acceptance for studies, receipt of UK study visa fee, medical test results for tuberculosis, biometric appointments, immigration healthcare surcharges, IHS fees, written document from financial sponsors, police registration certificate for UK study visa, copy of a hotel reservation and flight booking, marriage certificate and childbirth certificate, copies of all the documents, polio and corona vaccination certificates. Now let's dive into the crucial documentations. You will need a valid passport with enough blank pages and must be applicable on the time of visa application and on arrival to the UK. Next, the visa application form. A completed visa application form is the utmost requirement for the application and visa fee as an international student. Passport size photographs. A passport size photograph of 35 by 45 millimeter with a white background, maximum 6 months old. Attach one photograph on the application for the UK study visa and another to the documents. Now let's dig into the academic documents. For the academic documents includes all of the degree certificates, like for bachelor's certificates and transcripts if you're applying for a master's certificate and transcript if you're applying for a PhD, and a secondary and high school certificate and transcripts if you're applying for a bachelor's degree. You should receive an English proficiency certificate from the university or your school from where you're applying. It is also important for student visa in the UK. 3 recommendation letters from the university, including referee details. This is a very important, which should be attested and translated, if not in English. Translation should be confirmed with the translation date, the name and signature of the translator, the translator's contact details as well. The English proficiency. Students have to prove their English proficiency skills by passing a secure English language test. Here we have linked the SELT website, which you can come and check. Students must prove that they can write, speak, and read English to some level. The Common European Framework of Reference we have linked below, and if I look at the website, TOEFLs and IELTS, PTE are the best options. For a below degree level, you should have at least a B1 level. A degree level or above degree level, you should have a B2. Now let's come to the CV. A comprehensive CV is compulsory when applying for a study visa and also at the time of the university admission. A CV must contain your contact details and all the academic information. A meticulously crafted statement of purpose. It should include academic activities, employment history, immigration history, economic conditions for the applicant. These should be inside of the statement of purpose. A family registration certificate. A family registration certificate, this includes details of parents and siblings. Looking at the financial proof for the UK, a student in the UK must prove they have sufficient funds to fund their degree while they are in the UK. So you need to show technically £9,000 for UK study visa outside of London and £11,385, which calculates to 1,265 per month if you are applying inside of London. Remember that the bank statement must be at least a month old at the time of the visa application. Plus, the students can provide evidence of a student loan or a scholarship or any other financial sponsorship to ease with their process. And the ATAS certificate, this is predominantly used for people who want to have a research-based program or a postgraduate level research-based program in the UK. Confirmation of acceptance of studies. This is a very important document. A CAS letter is an electronic document issued by a college or university. It is an unconditional offer letter. First, when you apply, you get a conditional offer letter, and once you get this electronic letter is an unconditional offer letter. The letter comprises of all the information about the course and sponsor. It also includes financial proof, the information present to the institution generated CAS letter and application form should be the same. This is a very important information. UK visa applications may decline if the information on the CAS letter and application are not the same. Let's go to the receipt for the UK visa fee. The cost of a visa fee, application fee, as mentioned earlier, is $335, and additionally for every individual that is your dependent. If you want to switch from a student visa, then you need to pay an extra £475. The medical test for tuberculosis. Students need to do a tuberculosis test, which if they're planning for a UK study visa, their stay is more than 6 months. The list of residence countries is linked below. Biometric appointments for the UK. Visa application centers are open outside of the UK. Students can expect a delay in their appointments. If students feel a delay in the UK visa application, they should contact the educational provider. It is possible to move to the UK on a visitor's visa and then switch to a student immigration. This is a harder process, but it is possible. Students from Europe, the Middle East, and Africa should visit the TLS Contact Center, and students from all other countries should visit the VFS Global. Now, the IHS fee. This is your health insurance. A cost of immigration health surcharges is £470 per year. If the visa includes a year that is over 6 months, students will pay the full charges for this period. A 12-month master program charges 710 for the immigration. These are the master programs that are only 12 months long. In the UK study visa application form, the students will calculate the needed amount to pay. Students will need to pay that amount before the application. We have listed here on this website, the uk.co, we have highlighted this. You can calculate your immigration health surcharges. Financial sponsors for the UK study visa. If the university is a sponsor, then it is necessary to show the financial details on the CAS letter. If the government is a sponsor body, then you should send a sponsor letter. Produce a printed copy of this letter and it will work as evidence of your scholarship. In no case of sponsorship, students must provide a bank statement. If your sponsor is not covering all of the expenses, then you have to provide proof that you will cover the rest of the money. You can provide all these details in documented form. A police registration certificate. Police registration is necessary for those who have plans to move and stay on a UK study visa for more than 6 months. They will push this information about this update on the UK government website, which we have linked here below. Copy of the hotel reservation. This is only needed for people who have not particularly paid for dormitories or hostels. In that case, you need to show that where you will be living and, of course, your flight bookings in details when you are planning to go. Marriage certificate and childbirth certificates. These are for the applicants who have dependents. They need to show that these certificates are legit and then hence they can move with their families. Copies of all of the documents. Students should carry photocopies of their documents. This becomes important for study visas in the UK for the international student. The embassy may ask for more documents, and hence it is required, or it is better that you should have all of the copies with you in photocopied form. Polio and corona vaccination. Due to the recent pandemics, a corona vaccination is highly, highly needed. But for countries like Pakistan and Afghanistan, a polio vaccination certificate is also very important. Interview questions. Normally, the UK study visas, you do not have a face-to-face interview, but there may be a chance when your visa application officer may ask you certain questions. Prepare for your visa interview is paramount, and anticipating potential questions can make all the difference. You might be asked about your study plans, chosen universities, course structures, previous academic achievements, and even your post-study career aspirations. The key is to convey your genuine enthusiasm for studying in the UK and how this aligns with your. Here is a list of all of the general questions that might be asked while you're applying for a UK study visa. Now, let's check out the frequently asked questions. Addressing common queries is essential, so let us tackle a few. Wondering when you can enter the UK after receiving a student visa? You have 90 days until the visa issuance date. Curious about benefiting from the graduate immigration and post-study works rules? We have got you covered. We also delve into significance of the cash documents and the necessity of the biometric residence permit card and the process of bringing dependents to the UK. Here are all of the answers that are stated by our experts in this matter. In conclusion, congratulations! You are now armed with a wealth of information about the UK study visa. Remember, the UK offers world-class education and enticing post-study work opportunities. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Dr. Scholars for more insightful content. Until next time, keep aiming for academic excellence and pursuing your dreams.